Hey, what's up, you guys? Bringing another action figure review to you, and I am excited about this one. I have been patiently anticipating and waiting for this figure, and now it is finally here, bro. It's finally here. Professor Pyg, finally. I knew we were going to get this figure because of the little Easter egg that we got. If you collect that Page Punches Damian Wayne Robin, which I do have. And you know, it had the broken Professor Pyg mask. Now, some people took that broken mask and freaking customized it, which I applaud them. And I saw a lot of pictures and stuff, and people did a hell of a job. But I can't do no shit like that because I do customize my figures, but I'm not that good. Like, I have limits of how far I can customize. You know what I mean? So I'm just really excited to get into this figure. So let's get into it. Yeah, so let's get into this review, guys. So this figure is awesome. It's amazing. I didn't even get by the damn packaging yet. But let's take a close look at Professor Pyg. So you see him inside the packaging. You see all of his accessories, a second pair of hands, a freaking screwdriver, and a meat pounder or whatever, pliers. He has a freaking butcher knife, which I'm so happy about, and whatever this tool is. But he does it because he maims his victims. So you got 22 moving parts, Mcfarlane Collector's Edition. That's this figure. DC Multiverse Professor Pyg. You've got the legalities at the bottom. You've got the barcode right there. All of that. I apologize if you hear my son. He's just a baby. He's just 1 year old. DC Multiverse. Like I said, Collector's Edition. Mcfarlane Collector's Edition. Professor Pyg. Batman. DC Multiverse. And Professor Pyg, Batman, Mcfarlane Toys. So yeah, Mcfarlane's edition, Professor Pyg. Yeah, so and you get Professor Pyg in the background with his Dollatrons, which I wish they could have added like a second pack of that. You know, make it like a 2 or 3 pack. You know, so people can army build it, because you know that's what Professor Pyg does. You know, he creates his Dollatrons. So you see him with the freaking chainsaw. And you got that little bit right there. You got Professor Pyg right here. Number 52 in the wave. You see multi-verse bottom for Professor Pyg. Yeah, legalities, like I said. Yeah, so that is the packaging. Got a little bit Mcfarlane Toys right there, of course, on the right top right-hand corner. So we're going to crack Professor Pyg out of the packaging. We're going to get it further into the review. So let's do it. And so here's Professor Pyg out of the packaging, and oh my God, does he look freaking amazing. So we're going to get into Professor Pyg real quick because I'm so excited for this figure. I've waited so long. Finally, we have Professor Pyg. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so the DC black, you know, stand, as we all know, and love. maybe not. He also comes with 2 fisted hands as well. For Professor Pyg. That's pretty cool. It's always a pleasure and a good thing when they include extra hands. I have learned to realize that over the years. These pieces are very small. Some of these accessories come with the Alfred Pennyworth figure from Batman v Superman. I did review that figure if you want to check it out on my channel. And so here we have the little pliers here, or whatever this is, so he could do more surgery to create his Dollatrons. And also, we have these 2 accessories right here. This looks like a meat beater or something like that, or something you use. And this tool, I don't know what this is and what it's for. So anybody in the comments tell me, because I don't know if these are like cooking items that he's using to carve people up with or whatever. But I think his name is Laszlo Valentine, which I'm gonna read the card on anyway. But yeah, he's a sick dude. Like Professor Pyg is a sick dude, and this is like whatever I said it is. It's like a meat beater or something like that. These are my 2 favorite accessories from him. This POW electrical screwdriver right here, as you can see, it's pretty basic flat paint. You know, they could have added a little more detail to it, like a little wash or something like that. He also got the meat cleaver, the big butcher knife, which is awesome. So let's get into Pyg's head sculpt. I think it is fantastic. I think McFarlane did an exceptional job right here. The sculpting of his hair looks good. It looks really good. He has his apron on. I'm not going to remove it because I'm not going to fuck with that and then it get all messed up. But you see the little wrinkles in his shirt back there. You see it through here. You see his green gloves. Like I said, his two accessories, my two favorite. His apron, you see his bow tie right there. His apron is nice and black. There's another version, the McFarlane. This is the collector's edition. The other version it skips my mind right now, but you guys know the McFarlane exclusive or something. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So the apron, pretty basic. It does have the buttons up top, buttons on the side, which is really cool. Like I said, the back, it's tied so neatly and perfect. I'm not going to mess with that. Got the wrinkles in the pants. You got Pig's big fat butt. Wrinkles in the pants, very nice, very good. The shoes are pretty good as well. You see all that articulation I'll get into a second. Yeah, so this Professor Pyg is outstanding. I'm glad that his mask is not removable. See, as you can see, I'm so happy about that because I don't need to see Valentine's face. So I looked all over, guys. I know I put it somewhere, but for some stupid reason, I cannot freaking find it. I had the Damian Wayne, which I'm going to break that out in a minute. The Page Punchers Damian Wayne, and it came with the crack pig face. So trust me when I tell you, I do have it, and it is in my storage somewhere, but I just can't find it. So I really do apologize for that. That was definitely an Easter egg of things to come. We all knew McFarlane was going to make a pig figure. We all knew it, and he did. And so I'm just really, really happy and excited about that. I'm happy to have it in my collection. This is McFarlane's final year. I hope he goes out with a bang. I hope he gives us more villains, more Batman villains, because there's some of the villains I could use an update. And then there's some villains that we've never gotten for Batman in the DC universe. So he loves doing Batman. I get it. He's going to make a shit ton fucker Batman figures. Excuse my language, but he is. Add some more variety. Keep doing more shit like this. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's get into the articulation. So his head could look up about that much. Mr. Daltron Man can look down about that much. He can pivot to the left and right. He can twist left and right. His arms can go out about that much. He can swivel, bicep swivel, doubly jointed, or actually single jointed elbow, and a swivel in the elbow as well. He does have a butterfly joint. He does have full wrist and hinge rotation. And he does have like an upper ball peg where you can twist and move him around, but I'm not going to go too crazy because of the apron. I don't want to remove it. He can also pivot. He can also hunch back. He can also crunch forward. He can also swivel around, in the lower waist. But once again, like I said, the apron, I'm not going to fuck with it because it's perfect and I will never be able to get it back. He kick forward about that much, kick back about that much. He does have a slight thigh swivel. He does have a single joint in the knee, not a double knee, single joint. And he does have a little bit of rotation. He has the toe hinge, the McFarlane toe hinge. His whole foot can hinge up and go down, and he does have beautiful ankle pivot. So that's about it for Mr. Laszlo here, for Mr. Professor Pyg. I want some Dollatrons. I don't know if McFarlane is going to do that. I doubt it, but I'll be honest. I want some freaking Dollatrons, bro. Like, give us the Dollatrons. You know what I mean? Like, he made, you know what I mean? Like, he made the owls. You know what I mean? I mean, he only made one owl figure. But, like, look, if he's going to be skimpy with it, then give us one Dollatron figure, and we'll build the freaking army ourselves. You know what I mean? Like, just give us the freaking Dollatrons. So let me get this card out of here so we could do the read-up real quick. So, Laszlo Valentine, I'm pretty sure that's his name, McFarlane Collector's Edition. You see Pyg with his Dollatrons like he did on the box. And here we will do the read-up. So I was right? I said Laszlo Valentine. Yeah, Professor Pyg, real name Laszlo Valentine, because I know him from the Arkham games. That was my first introduction to him, by the way, Batman Arkham Knight. But he was in the comic books long before that. So, okay, so driven insane by exposure to Dr. Daedalus, Spiral, Labyrinth, Laszlo Valentine became Pig mask wearing Professor Pyg. Pyg's exploits consisted of kidnapping unfortunate Gotham City citizens and performing bizarre surgeries on them before adding doll-faced masks that turned them into obedient minions called Dollatrons. A driven free spirit, Pyg frequently opens new clinics. His latest foes have included the Teen Titans, Red Hood and the Outlaws, Nightwing, and the Batman. DC Multiverse. Yeah. So awesome read right there. Very lengthy, very long story arc for Professor Pyg. I'm impressed. And like I said here, as promised, I wasn't lying. I wasn't bullshitting you. Excuse my language. I'm doing a lot of cussing today. Yeah, this is Damian Wayne Robin from the Page Punchers, and I don't know where that cracked pig mask is. It's crazy. Every time I want to do something in my videos and record a certain way, something stupid always happens. So I don't know why that is, but you know what I'm saying? Here is Damian Wayne with Professor Pyg. So you know that I'm telling the truth. And so here I thought I'll have Laszlo Valentine standing with, you know, a couple of villains. You got Scarecrow, you got Zaz, Joker, and Penguin. So I think that looks really cool right there. I think that looks really dope. And here he is next to my favorite Batman of all, which those of you who are not new to my channel know. I love Rebirth Batman. That is my definitive Batman. So yes, I think Mr. Dollatron, let me stop calling him that, Dollatron Maker, because he makes them. So Professor Pyg next to Batman, and that is just awesome. And yeah, so I think that this is awesome sauce right here. So you got Batman going against Professor Pyg. I got them in a little, you know, little mini pose. But anyway, so my final thoughts on this figure. I'm going to give this figure a very solid 8.5 out of 10. There's some things that they could have did better. I wanted to give it a 9, but like there's like, you know, some flat paint in his accessories and a little bit of flat paint like in certain areas of him. You know, his gloves and his shoes are pretty basic, but that's not an issue. The pants are gray. It's nice. He got the bow tie. He has the apron. So, I mean, you know, he's pretty solid. And plus, he has all the accessories that he needs to have. So that's just awesome sauce. So I love this figure. Very solid 8.5 out of 10. I think he is definitely worth a pickup. He might become a rare item eventually. I don't know. It can always go either way. Some figures are more sought after than others, like Zatanna, for example, which I did get her. I did pre-order her, so I got lucky because she kept being sold out like everywhere. And then eventually Best Buy restocked her and I got her. So I can't wait to do that review of Zatanna. But anyway, I'm rambling as usual. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you found it informative. And this has been my review of the Professor Pyg Collector's Edition, DC Mcfarlane. This is his last hurrah, you know, before he has to give up the license to Mattel. But so far, so good. So I hope you enjoyed this review, you guys. And until the next time, see ya. I'm going to stop you, Pig, because I'm Batman.